It is a true challenge to deploy broadband in Indonesia. 5G 1.4 gigahertz is going to transform our digital landscape in the country. Together, we can achieve something beyond the boundaries.
Hello and welcome. Indonesia has huge potential when it comes to digital economy. With rapid growth in both connectivity and digital transformation, communication infrastructure has become crucial and critical. And joining us today is Mr. Shannedy, Director at Surge Indonesia. He is in charge of FWA operations. Thank you very much for being with us here today.
Thank you. Yeah.
Surge Indonesia is one of the leading internet service provider in Indonesia's market. They are building digital infrastructure and they are at the forefront of connecting Indonesia, and also we have achieved a lot of milestones when it comes to advancing communication infrastructure. So basically what we'll be discussing here today is the communication infrastructure development and our strategic partnership in building and running Surge's communication infrastructure, especially with FWA as a key part of the strategy. What are the main pain points and challenges you are facing right now?
Okay, a very good morning, and thank you for hosting me and having me today. My name is Shannedy Ong, and I'm the Director of Surge, and I'm also leading the 5G fixed wireless access 1.4 gigahertz project in Indonesia. And when it comes to the pain points for FWA, but first of all, I think let me highlight what are the key benefits of having a 5G fixed wireless access. As you know, Indonesia is an archipelago country. We have more than 17,000 islands, and it is a true challenge, to deploy broadband in Indonesia. And as a country with the largest populations, 287 million people with 90 million households, we are having the lowest fixed broadband penetration rate of just 19% as of full year last year, which is the lowest in Southeast Asia as compared to our neighboring countries. Now, with the 5G fixed wireless access, we believe that this technology is going to be the game changer. The game changers means that, with 5G fixed wireless access, it will fast track the deployment, especially on the last mile connectivity. So we used to deploy fiber to the home, where we need to pull fiber to every single home. This is creating complexities, especially when it comes to permits, local permits, access permit, right of way, and all these things. This is very complicated. Now, with the incoming of the 5G fixed wireless access, it is going to solve this problem. It eliminates the needs for having the permit. It eliminates the need for having this complexity to pull cables. Eventually, with 5G fixed wireless access, and that's why I call it a game changer, it will bypass all these complexities. And eventually, it will deliver a much faster deployment speed. Now, of course, having wireless technology, there will also be some downside, especially, with 5G fixed wireless access, even though it's a wireless and you bypass all these connectivity cables, but you need to pull fiber as well for the fiber backhauling. So for every single tower for the fixed wireless access, you need to have the fiber optic backhaul. We believe that is the biggest challenge at this point in time, to pull fiber, to fiberize the towers of the 5G fixed wireless access. But we are working very closely with FiberHome to support us to mitigate this deployment risks. Yeah.
You have mentioned that Indonesia has many islands. So the tower will be located on each of those islands, and you have, of course, also to pull the fiber all the way to the tower, and from there to the 5G access network. So it makes sense that it is a game changer, especially when it comes to Indonesia's situation, which is a very special one. And that's lead us to the second question, which is going to be related to the digital transformation that is happening right now. So what are Surge's long-term plans for network evolutions? And how do you see the fixed wireless access fitting into that picture?
Yeah, very good question. So fixed wireless access 5G 1.4 gigahertz is going to transform our digital landscape in the country. It will open up a lot of opportunities, just to name a few, educations, global informations, e-commerce, and the small and medium enterprise access to this digital platform and digital economy. Now, when it comes to the technology evolutions, we are now embarking on this 5G fixed wireless access, and we are a company who is the holder of this 1.4 gigahertz spectrum with the largest bandwidth, 80 megahertz bandwidth, the largest in the country. Of course, moving forward, if we look at the technology on the horizons, it will be 6G is coming, and then AI RAN is also coming. So those are the type of technologies that we are exploring. Of course, we are also looking into edge computing. So if you combine all this together, where 5G is going to deliver the connectivity, but when 6G and AI RAN are coming, we are pretty much, very enthusiastic and eager, to explore all these incoming new technologies. It will also open up not only the technology evolutions, but it also opens up other upside opportunities for us to deliver. We will deliver the basic connectivity now, but in the future, having basic connectivity to every single home, you can open up, all these derivative services at home, or, security, and then this edge computing, in the small and medium enterprises. So, if we can make this affordable product into expanding, our basic connectivity into the next level of these services, I think that will also bring a lot of opportunities as well, by combining with this latest technology.
Each industry has its challenges, and of course, with the network evolution, we gotta come up with our solution with our partners like FiberHome and Surge, of course, to come up with a tailored solutions exactly based on the application scenario that Surge is requiring for the market. Yeah. So that's lead us to the next question. Before, I would like to take a reflect on our journey together. It started way back in 2022, and that's with a successful, of course, test POC of 2.3 gigs FWA. Yeah. And last year we expanded into optical network, and that's with PON deployment. Of course, we at FiberHome, we value this partnership very deeply, and we are committed long-term in, of course, in supporting the Surge vision. So my question is, what values our partnership has brought to Surge?
Yeah, I think for the telecommunication business, the technology keep on evolving. Having the partnership with FiberHome, I think that will bring not only the technology evolutions, but also the kind of collaborations that we can work together as a team, as part of the whole ecosystem, to take this into the next level. We started off with the trial with a 2.3, and then now we commercialize the 5G fixed wireless access running on 1.4. In fact, the 1.4 gigahertz project was not a common project, in the sense that we had to actually develop the whole end-to-end or entire ecosystem, from the chip all the way to the modem or the CPE. And having this partnership or valuable collaboration with FiberHome, that will be the key value, for us to prosper or to walk into the next level. Of course, we are now going to embark on new technologies, and having this valuable partnership is the key for our success, where we as a company work together with FiberHome. Together, we can achieve something beyond the boundaries of what is possible in terms of bringing new technologies, in terms of supporting our local team to deploy, in terms of bringing in the innovative solutions. All in all, I think this will bring the end-to-end partnership into a fruitful partnership in the futures.
We're so honored. We're so honored to hear that from you. Thank you very much for sharing your insights with us today. And before we wrap up, I have one final question. If you can share anything, if you would like to share, of course, anything with our audience about the future of digital infrastructure in Indonesia or Surge vision in the upcoming years.
Okay, thank you for this opportunity. I think Indonesia is the largest country in Southeast Asia with a population of 287 million, 90 million households. The digital economy landscape and addressable markets is huge. I mean, we have a lot of third-party consulting company who has done a lot of research, the digital economy and then digital infrastructures, and all of this is going to contribute to the GDP of our country. And the reason why we as a company is investing a lot in building the digital infrastructure, because we believe a country with a developed digital infrastructure is going to prosper and is going to increase the national GDP as well. And according to the World Bank research, every increase in 10% of the fixed broadband penetration is going to have an incremental impact on growing the GDP of a country by 1.3%. So with that, I believe, we as a company is going to work closely with all our partners, including FiberHome, to take this forward and building a resilient and reliable digital infrastructures that will not only address the technology itself, but it will change the landscape and the life of many Indonesians in the country. So I look forward, to working together with FiberHome, and let's extend our partnership to the next levels. And we believe that by having strong collaboration and partnership, we can achieve whatever is possible.
Thank you very much. Thank you.